Hello everyone, I'm Charlita. If you are new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So I wanted to give an update to this video. Believe it or not, I have tried recording this video 5 times and it's just a lot going on. So I'm going to try to do this again. So basically, where we had left off on the previous video was I had an abnormal mammogram, and then from there I had to have an ultrasound, and then it was confirmed that there was in fact a mass on my left breast that required me to have a needle biopsy to determine what exactly it was. So I did have the needle biopsy, and the procedure itself, I'll just tell you a little bit about that. It is a outpatient procedure. You do not go under anesthesia. You are awake the whole entire time. It is not painful at all. They numb the skin, and it just feels like you feel the needle going in, and it is a little sting. That is the only part that is uncomfortable. But outside of that, the procedure itself is not painful. They do put a waterproof bandage over the area to keep it from getting an infection. And when they perform the procedure, what they do is they will place a clip inside, and that's for the purpose if you ever have to have another mammogram or an ultrasound, whoever is performing that procedure, when the radiologist looks at the images, they will know that that area has already been looked at. As far as instructions after the procedure, I was just told not to do anything strenuous for about a week following the procedure. But, I was able to do everything else that I normally would do. You are able to drive yourself to the procedure and to drive yourself home because, again, you are awake the whole entire time. You are not actually under anesthesia. They just numb the area so that way you don't feel anything when they actually perform the biopsy. During the biopsy, when they actually go in, whatever the tool that they use that actually takes samples of the mass, you do hear like a clicking sound. And I think she did it like 3 times. She took 3 samples. So it is loud. So the first time I heard it, I kind of jumped, but she did let me know in advance what it would sound like. So, but that was the only thing that was a little jarring about that. I think I did mention that they put a waterproof bandage over the area so you are able to take showers. I was told to leave the bandage on for about a week, but if it fell off before that, that was fine. I actually ended up taking the bandage off prior to a week because honestly, I just couldn't, it was bothering me. It was kind of a little itchy. So yeah, I did actually take it off I think maybe day 5 or 6. But anyway, you do have a follow-up visit. So she had scheduled my follow-up visit 2 weeks out, just to give the pathology lab time. But she did say that I probably would get my results prior to my follow-up visit, which I did. And it was confirmed that I have a intraductal papilloma without a tibia. So what that basically means is that I have a polyp that is growing in my duct, and it's without a tibia, meaning that there were not any abnormal cells. Now, when I went to my follow-up visit and she discussed my pathology results, she did mention that because of the sides, that she did want to remove it. So she said normally they will leave a papilloma alone and they will just keep an eye out on it. But in my case, because mine is 1.8 centimeters, she mentioned that they are going to remove it and that they will be sending it to a pathology lab to make sure that there aren't any abnormal cells within the growing within the papilloma. So I will be having anesthesia for this procedure, so it's a little bit different. I will be going under anesthesia. I will not be awake for this procedure. So we basically just have to wait on that. I already have my surgery scheduled, so once I have that procedure done, I will provide another update. But she did say the good news is that so far, you know, when they did the biopsy from the samples, that there wasn't any abnormal cells. Now, she did mention that if they do find abnormal cells hiding within the papilloma, that probably most likely would require more surgery. So that's the update regarding that so far. Once I have the surgery, I will provide another update. But so far, you know, this whole entire situation, I have just kind of learned that it is very important to, you know, to just make sure that you are taking care of yourself and not putting yourself on the back burner. I think a lot of times as women, whether we are married, single, whether we're mothers, you know, if we have aging parents, maybe, whatever the case may be, if we have jobs, working outside of the home, whatever our life situation is, I think as women, we have a tendency to put ourselves on the back burner. I know that I personally have been guilty of that. You know, I've always made sure that everyone else was always up to date on their doctor's appointments, and I would have a tendency to, you know, take care of myself last after making sure that everyone else had everything taken care of. And I just think that this whole entire situation just has served as a reminder to always, you know, make sure that you are also giving yourself the same attention and care that you give everyone else. So that's all I want to say regarding this at this time. And I will again provide an update following my surgery. And I hope all of you have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.